NPR is suing Trump after he signed an executive order taking away their federal funding. So this is according to CNBC. It's pretty ridiculous, but this is the wording that they use, so it's pretty great. They say Trump's May 1st order violates the First Amendment's protections of speech and the press and steps on Congress's authority. NPR and 3 other public radio stations wrote in the lawsuit filed in federal court in Washington, D.C. The order, quote, also threatens the existence of a public radio system that millions of Americans across the country rely on for vital news and information, according to the legal complaint against Trump and a handful of top officials in federal agencies. So their whole argument here, this is NPR's argument, is that they have a right to billions of taxpayer dollars, and because they're not getting those, they're losing their right to the freedom of press. It makes no sense. I mean, look at me. I am the press in some ways. Why do I not get billions of dollars? Heck, I'll just take millions of dollars. Let's be reasonable. I'll take $5 million. And if they don't give it to me, if you, the taxpayers, don't give it to me right now, you're taking away free speech. We all know it's ridiculous. Good luck with that, guys. Here's the deal. I read Trump's executive order. This is May 1st. This is the one we heard about kind of what the order was, but I don't think a lot of people heard about the actual justification that the Trump administration uses, which I think is very nuanced. I actually think it's a really good legal argument. But what Trump's executive order says, it's not that long, is that we're taking away the funding of NPR and PBS. And the fundamental reason why is actually not because of difference of a political opinion, which is what NPR is arguing. It's one of the subcategories, but it's not the main one. The reason why is because they were created back in the 60s when there just wasn't a lot of accessible journalism and information, which honestly is a fairly good reason to start something like NPR and PBS, because at the end of the day, people do need information. Journalism can be very good. However, the thing is today, the taxpayer does not need to pay for that anymore. There is plenty of information going around. It's not a problem. Social media, the internet, more, for-profit media organizations exist. We do not need to subsidize PBS or NPR anymore. It's just not a good argument from them. I think it's a very sound argument from the Trump administration. Also, that kind of sub-argument from them. If you've listened to NPR recently, they've gone full woke. Full woke. I mean, I can remember the days sitting in high school classes and us talking about kind of the media biases. And we talked about, well, what's far left? Oh, far left is, going to be more CNN opinion stuff and New York Times opinion stuff. And what's far right? Oh, Fox News, and maybe center right would be like the Wall Street Journal opinion, things like that. And then they would say, oh, but right in the middle, that's NPR and PBS. That's not the case anymore. Not even close. They run full stories on how men can get pregnant. They have done that before, and it's not that uncommon. Again, it's not something I want my tax dollars funding. Neither does a majority of Americans. And so when Trump was asked about this lawsuit, ultimately, he just laughed. He just laughed because that's all you can do. It's going to fail miserably, and hopefully NPR will go out of business. If they don't, I think that's fine too. I just don't want them to exist off my dime or your dime while they spread lies about how socialism leads to prosperity and how men can be women. As many of you guys know, I have a brand new baby at home, so I'm getting zero sleep right now, but I still try to get to the gym every day. And fortunately, I have Energy Rocks, the sponsor of this show that gets me the energy that I need. Energy Rocks replaces that heavy, sugary pre-workout drink with a light supplement that you can fit right in your pocket and you can take out and eat whenever you want. It's modeled after Pop Rocks. Energy Rocks was created by a competitive athlete for athletes and anybody who just needs that energy boost without the messy mixes, the horrible caffeine crashes, and my favorite part right now, guys, it's only 20 calories. It's 4 grams of sugar. Super great, very light, and you get all the energy that you would get from 1 cup of coffee. Right now, they're being incredibly generous with me and you guys, my viewers. They're giving all of us a very generous 20% off their whole store. So go check them out right now. Use the code JoshCarr, 20 off at checkout. The link and that code are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel as well so other great patriots like yourself will see it. Tune in every day live at 6 p.m. for that live show, and you can watch another video right here.